Here, Denver versus Minnesota on a raid. Both teams looking for the mid to square up. Why the other two, by player 4 and 3 players from Denver are making their way to the P1 hill. I did forget P2 is in the kitchen, so I did call the route the wrong spawn in that call. So you can see that Minnesota Floppr are trying to work for those P2 spawns, while Denver Surrender are getting that opening time. Player 1 is the only player who can try to get these spawns for his team. He gets taken down, but Minnesota Floppr are on this hill.
As we look, as it's 10-6 right now in favor of the Denver Surrender. Renzo just gets taken off that P1 hill. Josh trying to clean things out in mid. He does it, not able to. Cornholio gets taken out himself. A-Dog already in the kitchen. Hey, while you're there, give me some coffee. Raiden trying to work his way around to P2 as everything's getting ready to kick off. I looked right. I saw all kinds of red outlines there inside the kitchen. Nobody making any coffee, but here we go at P2, 27-15 in favor of the Minnesota Floppr. Josh working his way around. Simtex doesn't catch him. No, he doesn't. Gets one outside of the corner of money. Working his way right back out the door, making sure nobody tries to come in. Oh, nice one right there on to Raiden as Hills works his way up, peeking over the P5 wall. Sends a couple rounds towards trademarks. Oh, but Cornholio TP'd him real good. Josh at the pillar in the kitchen. Oh, gets a few love taps, but gets taken down 47-22 in favor of the Floppr. Renzo, couple rounds with the 74. Here comes Josh with the Craig. Back into the kitchen. Going to clear it off. 50-28 in favor of the Floppr.
Yeah, the Floppr did a great job of holding down that P2. Now the rotation is on for P3. That is this garage hill. The Universe Surrender are setting up one player in mid, 2 players surrounding the surrounding areas. Big opening gunfight by Hills and Rouse, but Cornholio does get one, but Raiden is there for the trade. Still control favoring the Denver Surrender. Minnesota Floppr, they did a great job of holding that P2, but they do not want to give up this much time on the P3, but that's usually how a raid goes. Team goes back and forth. The rotation is key. Trademarks trying to come in for a play. We've seen Trademarks make some great plays, but Denver Surrender are holding the line, saying any Minnesota Floppr that make their way in, they're getting taken down. Here comes Loki. Loki made it decide to rotate for his team, but no, man, that is not the route you take if you're trying to get away. Trademarks up for the kill. Can he break the hill? Last 12 seconds should favor the Minnesota Floppr as Denver Surrender are choosing to rotate.
Minnesota goes ahead, ties it up as Denver goes ahead, gets into the around the basketball courts for P4. They take over the hill. 75 all right now. Cornholio working his way through the back zigzag. Oh, a few love taps and gets finally taken down by Renzo as Josh works his way around. Hey, how you doing? See that beautiful heady right there next to money. Gets a few love taps. Now he's gonna calm down, line things back up. Oh, but he gets mowed down himself. 84-76 in favor of the Floppr. Trademarks. Trophy catching 2. There we go. Steve Hills takes him down. Oh, but gets taken down by A-Dog. Renzo works his way around the back of the Tiki Bar, takes down Cornholio. Nate going out. 1. Isn't going to connect. No, it's not. He's going to go ahead and work his way up into P5 as things are going to get ready to mosey into the middle goat. 106-76 in favor of the Minnesota Floppr as P5 kicks off right about now.
Yeah, man, both teams are fighting. They're not giving that rotation. It has been the key. But Denver Surrender did rotate early to that next to Minnesota Floppr. Did a great job of breaking in, just like they did a great job of breaking in to this P5. The spawns are split. The Denver Surrender choosing to take the P1 route, which is a good route because if your team is spawning on P1, I think that is the closer spawn to this hill, and it sets you up for next. Good break there by the Denver Surrender as they now got 3 players on this hill. This is the hill where you got to just put as many players as you can, grab a corner,
Yep.
and watch those buildings as players are coming from both sides to try to break in. And another Minnesota break, 131-91. Minnesota taking control of this game. New set of rotations. Minnesota player Loki's already on the statue looking for the rotation. So these next set of rotations are going to be big if you are for the Denver Surrender.
Here we go. 142.91 in favor of the Floppr. Renzo just popping off the hill right now, working his way around. Oh man, he's finally able to get around, take down trademarks. Josh up on top, up on that Eddie right there. Nade going out, doesn't connect, doesn't matter. Bullets do. As the nade goes off, trademarks working his way around the van, sees A-Dog, but A-Dog sees him. Cornholio in the hill right now. Holding it down on a 3-spree right now. It's 145-106 in favor of the Floppr. Loki holding down the hill. Trophy going down. Sending some rounds under the van. Oh, trophy gone. Who's good? A-Dog gonna get it. All right. Loki working his way back around. Raiden gets taken out of the kitchen as we are getting ready to go back to this P2 here. Go 165-106. And nobody's made any coffee yet. They've all been in the kitchen.
Now Minnesota is starting to stretch their leash, starting to get command of this game, starting to stretch their legs, saying Denver Surrender, you got to play a little better game if you're going to take this game one from us in this playoff. They got full control of this P2. You got two players coming in from the backside for the Denver Surrenders. Can they get the kills? Player 8 does find one, but he cannot find another. He's by himself. The reinforcements are in for the Denver Surrender. Looking for these players. Loki does take the player out in money. One player coming down mid. He gets taken down. Full defense, defended off by the Minnesota Floppr. They cannot win the game here. The rotation is going to have to be on, but they are going to be pretty close if they can hold the rest of the scrap time and not allow the Denver Surrender players to get in. But they do get taken off the hill. The choice now is: do we rotate or do we go ahead and get the rest of the scrap time? They chose the rest of the scrap time. A-Dog is watching mid. He gets one for his pleasure, but Loki finally takes him down. P3 getting ready to pop off. Denver Surrender has the advantage.
As Raiden working his way around the backside with the Craig, tossing a nade, do it, connect. We don't know. Trophy going out in the garage as Hills is holding down the hill for Denver. 206-122 in favor of the Floppr, though. Loki worked his way around it. He's going to try to break the hill, but he gets taken down by A-Dog. Josh thinking the same thing. Nade going out, caught by a trophy. Is he going to be able to? Oh, there we go. Hop up on the air conditioner. Going to be able to? No, not able to. But here he is. He's actually in the hill right now. Hills doing a little mowing down of his own. 212-136 in favor of Minnesota. As the contest is going on into P3 Hill. Hills gets taken down. Nothing but Floppr right now holding down. And they got to hold P4 for at least the next 30 seconds, Goat. As Renzo, looking left, looking right, going to try to make his way around Hills, trying to clean out the kitchen. But let's go to P4, 230-138 in favor of the Floppr.
Yeah, Denver Surrender, they got control of this hill. They got to keep off these Minnesota Floppers. They cannot let these Floppers get to the hill. So getting these opening kills by Raiden is big. He's watching money. He knows players is coming through money. Loki has been a tough kill so far, so he's going to just reposition, try to make sure he does not let Loki take him out. But as that goes on, Denver Surrender are controlling the hill. They got player 7 who's just holding a little heady, making sure he doesn't get taken off. He does get taken off, but there his teammate Raiden with the gunny to have his back. Loki has just been moving around, trying to get himself in a position to get in this hill, but it does not work to no avail. Big hill here by the Denver Surrender to hold at about 5 seconds to that. Denver Surrender will probably, Minnesota Floppr probably will get the rest of that scrap time. So they will rotate to P5 where Minnesota Floppr will look to end it here.
Here we go in the scrappiest hill on this map. Loki gets taken down, but it's nothing but Denver in that P5 hill right now. Cornholio working his way over the wall. Hi, how you doing? 244, 185 in favor of Minnesota. Denver is owning the hill. Loki tries to take over. He gets mowed down. Josh looking in the kitchen. Gets out of the way wisely. Nade. Loki comes up, or not Loki. Not sure who that was. Came up,
He
got
is
him.
shooting.
Trademarks working his way up toward around the back wall of the P5 hill. Takes A-Dog off the stairs. Minnesota take it 250 to 201.
Yeah, I mean that was just a great game by Minnesota. Once they got to about I think it was that P4. Once they broke into that P4 to that basketball court, if players want to be bold, but we're not going to see that here. We're going to see Minnesota just take it straight to A, try to get control of the wing of this ring. Denver surrender or not pulling nobody. A-Dog is just playing back, just making a call out. There is a player that is in the statue. I don't know what just happened there. He just got completely taken off, and now it's just a 4v2 bomb going down on A. Renzo and Raiden try to make the retake.
As Raiden works his way around, the bomb is planted over at A. Sees Cornholio, takes him down.
My.
Now it's a 2-on-3. These boys need to make their ones. I'll tell you that. Trademark takes. Oh man, Renzo is all that's left. No, he gets taken down. Minnesota take the lead 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, I think it must have been some maybe looked away for the first opening kills for the Denver surrender. That was unfortunate. The player just wasn't looking to see that player run into that top laundry building. But nonetheless, the Minnesota Floppr continuing that hot streak, showing why they are an undefeated team. Let's see if they can respond here, Coffee.
Here we go. Let's see how Denver does on their offense. Renzo is your bomb carrier. Cornholio right now. Man, oh man, on that nasty little heady right there. That's a pretty one. A-Dog trying to work his way through zigzag, drawing the first blood onto Loki. Then drops back a little bit. Cornholio watching the A side. Checking laundry. Checking back over at the stairs. There was a stun that went off. Oh, then he gets a quick blinded. There's Cornholio making his way up into laundry. But no, Trademarks is all that's left for Minnesota. It's a 1v3. 1v2 as A-Dog gets taken down. The bomb's being planted. Here we go. It's another 45.
Yeah, Trademarks, man, 1v2. It seems like impossible task. Guys goes first kills and ratings. Two good shooters for the Denver Surrenders team. But Trademarks, man, when it comes to such a story, he's that guy. When it comes to winning one battles, he wins those ones. And there goes another battle. He can clutch this up of his own. He can find his last player. He knows that he's probably on the ring. He gets the shots out. He knows where he's at. Now he's getting ready to make his play. 17 seconds. So he got about 7 seconds to play. So he has to make this play within a few seconds and get the kill. Raiden does a great job of playing his life. There's no time for Trademarks. He gets the kill. He's going for the defuse. He has to run away because he got to play these kills. 5-1 on a 3 streak.
Wow.
This man, Trademarks, got the kills, but at the time, it did not matter.
Yeah, that right there. Show that one as best play of the map, but no, let's go ahead. And here we go. Josh taking down Renzo right there at A. As we flip-flop things over. Minnesota back on the offense. Denver back on the defense. Let's see how Minnesota answers. Trademarks at 5-1 on a 3 streak right now. As we look from A-Dog's point of view, Loki is your bomb carrier. Here we go. Looking from Trademark's point of view right now. In mid. Tossing a hello there. Does it connect? No, it doesn't. Bomb making his way through the kitchen. Josh Thunder finding the first blood onto Renzo. A-Dog over at the ring. Raiden worked his way around, sending all kinds of stuff into the kitchen. Nade going out. A-Dog, oh man, Raiden is all that's left for Denver. Raiden gets taken down. Minnesota off the breadstick, 2-1.
Yo, man, that battle right there, that ledge saved his life, but man, Minnesota Floppr going through mid, like I was just saying, mid, you usually get that mid control square up because you want to get control of mid. If you get mid control, you can win the map easily, just like we saw Minnesota just do right there. Just get control of mid, just run through the map. Trademarks currently on a 4, just continue the streak, just continue to be that big dog. Denver surrender, getting this bomb, looking like they're going for this A strategy. All players towards A. There's only 2 Denver surrenders. Make that Minnesota Floppr player as Hills gets the first blood on to Cornholio. He sees Loki, but Raiden gets that kill. A control in the favor of the Denver surrender. Bomb going down. Trademarks is all that's left.
As the bomb gets planted at A, quick reload of the Krieg. What's he going to? Ooh, he's going to get a few love taps. That's what he's going to do. It's just trademarks against all four Denver Surrender. He
Yeah, go
empties the
Challo.
magazine on Hill, switches to Diamante. Doesn't matter. He gets taken. Trademarks gets taken down. Denver tie it up. Deuce deuce.
Yeah, man. When it's 4-on-1, and you know it's 4-on-1, you gotta just send at least two guys for the ultimate chow. He's on steps. Go get him. Do not play. Go get him. Take him out. And that's what you saw. The Denver Surrender floppers. The Denver Surrender do. Let's see what they do here. Copy.
Yep, here we go. As Loki is your bomb carrier right now, looking through Trademark's point of view right now. His streak just got destroyed last round. Loki over in the ring. Oh man, but Trademark's drawing the first blood on the A Dog as Loki gets taken down in the ring. The bomb is down in the middle of the P1. Josh covering zigzag hills, watching laundry, keeping a close eye. Doesn't see trademarks come around.
Ooh.
Oh, but Cornholio saw him. Renzo now in the mid, watching zigzag. Not watching. Oh, there he goes. Watching the kitchen, watching the bomb site, knowing that trademarks now the bomb carrier. Are they going to try for a B plan, or is he going to go ahead and play? Oh, trademarks is going to go ahead and make the plan at A. There we go. Renzo is all that's left for Denver. It is a 1-on-3 with the bomb planted, Goat.
And his position is known. They know he's in kitchen, so if he goes out the back, they're going to see his position as soon as he runs out. He is ultimately trapped in this kitchen, nowhere to go. GG's for the Denver Surrender Minnesota Flopper. They did a great. I mean, they started off with the play going towards that A site. They happened to get the bomb carrier happened to get taken down, so it made them have to reroute. We got to go B, strategy B, strategy B. Strategy B meant that trademarks and current Julio was going to push up into your spawns, get that player in the back, take him out, and get the man control. And that's how Minnesota Flopper was able to get control of this round. We are seeing a change up here. We're going to see the ultimate fake out. Go to A, throw your stuns and nades, and then once you get control of that, I'm going to sneak my way over to B. But there is discipline by the Minnesota Flopper as trademarks is only lone player on the island watching his B side. Cornholio does get taken down. Does get the first blood before he gets taken down. Hill takes down trademark. So it's a 3v2 bomb going down on this B side. So bomb happened to make his way. It's going to be up to Loki and Josh Funder to get the retake.
As Loki in mid right now, tossing a nade. Steve Hills. Oh, he gets
right on his
stuck.
forehead.
Josh Funder's on the way. No, Josh gets taken down. Man, 3-all.
Yeah, he put it right on his forehead, man. Hold that. Stuck it right on him. Kobe put it right on his forehead. Great kill, but look at these plays by the Denver Surrender to get this diffused and, to end this round. And that was a great, to get the plant down and to finish off the bomb.
Here we go. Minnesota on the offense. Denver on the defense with 3, with 2, with 1. Let's get it on. Looking from Renzo's point of view right now. Cornholio is your bomb carrier. Are they going to make their way around to B? Cornholio trying to be sneaky about it. Switching to the Krig. Taking a knee. And is everybody else, if I'm looking at the mini map right, everybody else is on that A side. Cornholio is being, as trademarks gets taken down. Here we go. The bomb's getting planted at B right now by Minnesota. Renzo tossing a nade. He got armored, so that nade didn't hurt him as much. The bomb is planted at B. And as I think it was Cornholio gets taken down. Josh Funder up in the bedroom. Sees Renzo. He misses. Are they going to get it? 28 seconds left. Josh upstairs, all that's left. Oh, man. Renzo on the defuse. Denver jump ahead 4-3.
Yeah, that was a big round. A big defensive round right there. That was kind of like the swing round in the search and destroy. in this round, and Denver Surrender knew they had to take it. They did not want to go down 4-3. We are getting down to these crunch rounds, and you want to make sure you have that advantage, and that is what the Denver Surrender have did. They're on the attacking side. If they can get a back-to-back here, that would put them in prime position to win the Search and Destroy, to tie this series up 1-1, to make this playoffs interesting. But they have the bomb. They are sending some players through mid, looking for the player through mid. It's only Josh Flunder there. He does clear off that child through mid. Looking like they're going to rewrap this bomb probably towards this A site as they're trying to get control of the ring. They have two players on the ring. Now this bomb is trying to make this way. There's only two players there for Minnesota to try to defend this off. It's Loki and it's Corin Julio. Shots are being fired, but this bomb is just slowly making its way towards A. First battle in the laundry, and that is Loki saying, "A dog, not today. See you next round." Corin Julio finds that up with a trade, so the bomb is down. I think Corin Julio may know that there is Loki with some more shots. Corin Julio finding another shot. Hills does get a trade, but Hills is the last man alive, and Minnesota Floppr tie it back up.
Oh my goodness, that round right there, that was just Minnesota was on their gunny. As we take a look at the play of the round, Corin Julio just cleaning out the laundry room, gets a couple love taps, and then he takes out Renzo out of the ring. Beautiful shooting.
Yeah, man, those shots were nice. Shots were nice by Corin Julio, 8-5. You know, being with his team needs him to be. This is a big round right here for both teams here.
Yes,
Coffee.
it is. Yes, it is. And here we go. Loki is your bomb carrier as everybody making their way into mid. Hills opening up with the Krieg, drawing the first blood onto trademarks, but gets taken down himself. Renzo tossing out a trophy. Corin Julio tossing one out of his own, setting up it at mid, the hottest point of the map. Raiden watching. Now he hops out of money on that B side, trying to make sure nobody comes down. He's going to sneak up there and say, "Hi, how you doing to Loki?" Bomb is down at the A bomb site. Josh, watching from office, watching the ring. A-Dog is all that's left for Denver. A-Dog working his way around on that B side. It is a 1v2. Sees Corin Julio. Corin Julio takes him down. Minnesota jump ahead 5-4.
Yeah, Minnesota, they done swung the momentum back in their favor. They have taken 2 straight rounds, like I just mentioned that Denver could do. Minnesota has just did it, putting themselves on a match point. They can end it here on this round 10. They're on the defensive side, which is pretty good because all you got to do is wait for the teams to make a play and then make your move. Denver Surrender on this round 10 is deciding to go for the almighty A play as they're sending all their players to A. Minnesota Floppr are deciding to get control of the mid, and this is good for Minnesota Floppr to get control of this mid. That's going to force all of Denver Surrender just to stay on this A side. Minnesota Floppr know that as now they're sending players through their spawn. So now they know this play is at A. The trap is on. Plan is down at A. Minnesota Floppr for the retake.
Yes, they got it 4v4, 2 on one side, 2 on the other. Corin Julio, 1 away from the party.
Oh,
there we go. Raiden draws the first blood. Oh, man, Denver take the round, tie it up 5-5. Goat, it's around 11.
Yo, when it came down to the square ups, when it came down to the fights, who's going to win the battle? 2v2, 4v4, everybody's up. Bomb planted at A. We know everybody's here on this ring, and Denver Surrender win the battle. We are here at a round 11 here in the first round of the playoffs. Here we go. Denver Surrender will be on offense. Minnesota will be on defense. The play through mid is on, and Brent Hills gets the first blood to give Denver that control. Can Julio tie it up? He does tie it up with the trade onto Hills. Bomb should be going down on B as this play for Denver surrender has been made to go to B. Trademarks is the only guy here who could try to make a play. The rest of Minnesota Floppr have ran through the spawns. Let's see this retake here, Coffee.
3v3, Bob on B. Trademarks tossing a hello there. It does connect with Renzo. Oh, couple love taps for Maydog. Oh man, Trademarks gets taken down to the basketball courts. Loki coming out of the bedroom. Cornholio tossing one of his own. Simtex heading his way. Oh, there we go.
Oh!
A-Dog Dolphins left. They're going to get him. They got him. Get the defuse. 13 seconds left. Loki on the defuse. Celebratory Diamante rounds. Minnesota take the map 6-5.
Yeah. We get our first round 11, and it's just a big ball play by Cornholio, the two players in the basketball court. He knows he got a shot on her to this checkmate control. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the first round of this throwback Cold War playoffs. Minnesota Floppr versus the Denver Surrender. Minnesota Floppr are up 2-0 in this series, looking to close it out here on this control. They are on the opposite side, looking like they were trying to get that A site. One segment was taken on the A side before the reinforcements from the different Denver Surrender cleared off. Now Denver Surrender are starting to push up, getting control of the middle of the map, which is what you want to do. You see that spawn trap? It could start to get work if Denver Surrender gets on the horse, start moving up, but it's going to have to work with a couple of kills. Minnesota Floppr are knowing that this is going to happen. So they're choosing to go through this warehouse, taking the B alley side, but the reads are in from the Denver Surrender. Minnesota lives are dwindling 16-25. Clock time on the clock is on its way out. 23 seconds is left. Denver, Minnesota Floppr have to find a hill. Looking like they're stuck in their spawns. Player 7 is just making it hard for him, spawning them out deep B Street. Somebody has to take him down. Josh Funger finds that kill. 6 seconds is left. The commitment from player 4 has to be on. He's finding Raiden, but the battle is lost, and that is the round for Denver Surrender. I mean, that was just, I mean, to start off this opening control round like that for Denver Surrender.
Yeah.
Is just to show you guys that they still got some fight left in them. I mean, that was an opening, dominating first round to start off this control, especially on the defense. I mean, that's how it works out on the defense, especially on the checkmates, especially when you get those kills. But here we go, Coffee.
Yeah, let's see how Minnesota answers on their defensive round, looking from Renzo's point of view right now. As we're going to go ahead, try to get some plane control. Trophy going down in the other end of the plane is Renzo. Oh man, jumps away just in time. Doesn't see Trademarks doesn't see him. Here we go. Oh, nice little fight there in the doorway. A-Dog takes Josh out from under the hill. Trophy going down on that A zone. Here we go. We got a split. A one on each. A-Dog on A. Raiden on B. Contest on A, but A is putting off. Raiden was holding down that B hill. Hills now. Making his way around. Which way to go? Checks in the plane. Around the plane. Sees Loki. Takes Loki down. 3 life advantage right now for the Denver Surrender. Hills working his way in. Takes down Josh. Oh, hi. How you doing, Trademarks? There we go. On a 5 spree right now. 1 away from the Artie. Then he gets taken down. Now Josh making that Krieg talk, coming into his end of the plane. Going clear across it. On the B wing, but he gets taken off. 2 life advantage right now for Denver. 30 seconds left in the round, Goat.
Yeah, 30 seconds is all they got in the spawn trap for Minnesota. It's starting to be worked up on the Denver Surrender. The offensive round is not as, I mean, I think it is. It's about the same. I think 1 segment each. for both teams. So this is an equal performance from both teams. The lives may be favoring the Denver Surrender right now because they do have the 2 life advantage and they did dominate the lives in the last round. There is a small contest going on this A site for the Minnesota Floppr to stop the time at 5.3. Another player is going to be, that's the finish side, so I messed it all up. So I looked at it all wrong, but Minnesota Floppr did a great job of defending off the Denver Surrender to make this a tie. They only gave up 1 segment apiece, so we're still tied at 1 segment. But if it comes down to lives, the lives are going to favor Denver Surrender right now.
So far they are. I mean, it is rare that we see a round in control go down to time. And here we've seen 2 of them in a row go as Hills, that nice little double that he had in the plane. Minnesota on the offense, Denver on the defense. With 3, with 2, with 1. Here we go as Josh Funder working it. Look from Hill's point of view now. Hill's going to go up. We're going to get some plane control, shooting through the middle of the plane. Loki drawing the first blood. Nade going out, doesn't connect. No, it doesn't. I mean, they got a nice trio all inside the plane right there. Trademark. Oh, man. Lucky shots on Hills. And A-Dog doesn't get him in the wing. He gets mowed down himself. We have Loki on that A hill right now, trying to do some, trying to take this hill. There's 1 tick at A right now for the Minnesota Floppr. We have 1 at A, 1 at B. Loki still holding down. Oh, nobody holding down either hill, but 1 tick fully right now as Renzo. Oh, here we go. Trademarks on the A hill. Hill's working his way around. Coming up on 2 ticks a day right now for Minnesota. Hill's got to make his way all the way across town. Small stack on that A hill. We're the Jibs. Here we go. Can we clean it off? There's 1. There's 2. 2 and change. Almost had that A hill completely taken, Goat.
Yeah, man, it was close. I mean, we almost saw what can happen on this map where the offense can start working the spawn trap, where Loki pushed up A Street, started spawning up those players of Deep B Street, and his team almost got that A side, but they did get 2 segments. We didn't see a team cleared, so that could be Denver Surrender's downfall for not clearing off that segment, as they only left them just a little bit of time left for the Minnesota Floppr to get it, but they still cannot get it. There's only a little pinch left. Loki's probably gonna get the rest of that. There's the 3rd segment. Add another minute to this clock. Both teams trying to go for B. Denver Surrender have set up for this B site. Let's see how these Minnesota Floppers decide to attack it.
That's Josh on the A wing right now, watching towards the Denver spawn. Loki working his way through the plane right now. Didn't see Josh on the A wing as he tries to take out Renzo. Then Josh gets taken off the wing. Trademark's on the hill, or he was on the hill. Now he's back underneath on the other side of the plane. No streak so far for either team. Cornholio. There we go. Is he going to take it? No, he's not. He gets taken down by Raiden. Who's on the hill? Nobody is on that B hill right now. Josh going to try to work his way around. We have a 2 life advantage. Man, lives are even pretty much even. 6 for Minnesota. 7 for Denver.
Yeah, we saw a big 3 right now by Denver to get this lives back in their favor. Minnesota Floppr got 1 last, maybe 2 last attacks to get at this B site. So these kills are going to be important. Curly search for 1. There goes Trademarks with 2, but it's still a 2v2. He slides on the plane. He finds 3rd. The last player on top of the plane. He does take them down. So this is it. 3v3 is all that's going to be left for this round. Loki's going to get on this hill to stop this time. Now the Chow's going to have to come to Loki for the Denver Surrender. They're going to have to run to this hill to challenge. The reinforcements are here. It's going to be tough for Denver Surrender. Ralph, Raiden, and Renzo, 2 big kills. Now it's a 1v1. Josh Funder versus Renzo for this kill. Josh Funder's on this hill. He has to read which way is Renzo coming from. Renzo comes from the back, takes him out, and Denver Surrender win the defense.
Man, I want to see that last play, but we'll look at Renzo over here just doing some house cleaning up his own. Looks like cleaning off that A hill. Boom, yep, because there he takes out Loki. That right there, that is the very end. Oh man, that's what makes this fun. And here we
Yeah, man,
go.
Renzo, 22 and 14, man.
Oh,
Renzo's doing what he has to do for his team, man, playing big.
uh-huh. That he is. Looking from Renzo's point of view right now, speaking of the devil. Diamante in hand. Switching back to the 74. Oh, man. Couple nades go off his way. But Trademark's drawing the first blood on Renzo. Loki working his way around right now. See you. Hi, how you doing? Nade does nothing. He'll work his way around the bottom of the plate as Cornholio comes onto that B hill. Moves off. Just watch it, looking for a Denver Surrender player. Just to give a, oh man, he gets taken down. Trademark's inside the plane right now. Couple of A-Dog. Nade going out. Oh, gets taken down by the A-Dog. Cornholio now. Launching one at A. Launching a couple at A. He gets a few love taps. But nobody from Denver is attacking that A zone or that B zone. 28 seconds left in the round, Goat. It looks like it's going to go down to time once again. Oh, wait a minute. Raiden is on the, we have one on each hill. Or there was a contest. Oh man, 23 seconds, Goat. I'm thinking Denver's going to take this round.
Nah, ain't no way. Ain't no way Denver does this round. There was a kaboom we just missed, man, by Hill. Just dropped the kaboom. They cleared off this hill. We got Denver now. Well, I just said no way, but we do see a split spawn now. They have jumped on this hill. The kills are working on their favor. They're getting the kills to go in their favor. Time stopped at 17.3. It's going to be up to players like Trademark and Josh Funder what they do. Clear the hill. Now 13 seconds left. Denver coming from the spawns. They got to pick a spawn and go. If you pick the wrong spawn, you can't get taken out. And there's 3 big kills by Minnesota Floppr. Denver surrender back to their spawns. Like I just mentioned, no way they could win this round. Minnesota Floppr force a round.
Oh man. And if I'm looking at ticks right, Minnesota is ahead on ticks. Please correct me if I am wrong, but it looks like Minnesota's going to have defense.
No, you're right. You're right. Right, because they got 3 big. They got 3 big on the offense. That one offense that they lost with that 1v1. So you got it right there on the defense. This is big. Defense is where you want to be. We're going into this round 5. Check back for the series. If Minnesota wins this here, series is over. Denver surrender, trying to force a map for trying to start a reverse sweep. Is going to start with this map here. Going to start with stealing an offense, gaining some momentum. Playing control is the control what you try to get, and Minnesota Floppr get control of that plane. Denver surrender now. Players going up this A Street, getting 2 big kills, but you got to watch that player on plane because playing control is the big kill, is the play to be. A-Dog on this A site, stopping the time temporarily, getting some big kills. Temporary, only 1 shot. He gets taken out. All of Denver surrender back to their spawns, trying to figure out what they're going to do. Player 1, he's already pushed up, working on the spawn trap, so they're spawning him back in that back corner behind A, and now they had to take him out and try to work their way back through this plane, probably get this B site out the way. 50 seconds on the way. Raiden is on that site. Clock is stopped at 57 seconds. 23, 22 are the lives, and Denver surrender. They need this round here, Coffee.
Yes, they do. They need it more than anything. We have a tick and a half at B right now. Small stack on that B hill. Word to Jim's. 2 ticks to B for the Denver surrender with a 2 life advantage. 57 seconds left. 2.5 ticks. Loki coming around trying to clean off. Unsuccessful. That B point is now taken care of. We have another minute to play with. A whole minute 54 to get that A point. Loki and company have a lot of work to do. Hill's working his way.
They got it. They're on it.
Oh, man. Oh, here we go.
They got the stack. They got the stack.
Oh. Cornholio tries, fails. Josh comes from the other side. Raiden takes him down. Raiden is all that's left on that A hill. 2 ticks an A right now for the surrender. Loki. Oh, man, he gets a few love taps and gets knocked down. He's going to go ahead and build some health back up. Cornholio, hi, how you doing? Reload the 74U. Trademarks gets taken down. Loki working his way through the yellow mill van.
Oh,
And
this is big
Josh,
right here.
here we go. Gotcha at the back of the plane. Oh no,
Ooh.
Josh gets taken off the A-wing as trademarks, working his way around and down. Hi, how you doing? Is he gonna work around that B? Ooh, couple love taps, but he gets taken down. Loki on that A side. Nade going off. Cornholio now defending that A zone. 2 ticks.
7 to 11
One.
are the
Oh
lives.
man, yes. 10 lives for Denver, 5 lives for Minnesota. Josh has to work his way around Cornholio. Who's gonna do what? Oh man, 2.5. Minnesota down to 4 lives. Josh holding down the A point, making sure nobody comes through. 3 lives now for the Floppr.
Oh, Denver may
Oh
have
man,
did it here.
is Denver gonna pull this off? 48 seconds left. Go. Trademark. Running for his life, honestly. Josh is all that's left right now for Minnesota. Denver pull it off by the skin of their teeth. 3-2.
Yeah, yeah, Minnesota, Denver surrender. Big round right there on offense, man. They got the kill advantage. Once I saw the lives were 8 to 14 or 7-11, 8, I think it was 8 to 14 at first. I just said, this is it. All they got to do is play the trade game and they can win this.
All kinds as we are kicking things off right now from Loki's point of view. Minnesota already in the plane on the hard point. Loki sending some rounds, but he is giving some great hill coverage right now. Keeping an eye on those mill vans, on the containers, making sure nothing red comes through there. But he needs to have somebody at his back watching the other side. As if I'm looking at my mini map right, you got, oh man, as Loki gets taken off the hill. But it doesn't matter. Cornholio steps in, gets mowed down. There's a contest for as Renzo on the hill right now, taking it all for Denver, and he gets taken down. Another contest. Loki against Raiden. Loki gets taken down. So does Raiden. So here we go as we get ready to go to the C2. 26-6 in favor of the Minnesota Floppr.
Yeah, man, Denver surrender. They gave up a lot of that P1 time, but they made sure they kept control of the P2. Now Minnesota Floppr got a tough task, try to come through this A street, try to push through mid, try to get into this P2. So the comeback is definitely in for the Denver surrender. They could get a big 60 here as Minnesota Floppr. They're trying to figure out which route are we going to take to try to get into this P2. And every route that they decide to take, there is a Denver surrender waiting for him. Loki has slipped through the defense and made it through, but instantly he gets taken out. The rotation has to be the thought now if you are a Minnesota Floppr, because P2 has been held down by the Denver, who will not surrender in this series. We see the P3 rotation is going to happen underneath this plane. Denver surrender will have a 62-27 lead once this P3 stops off. Let's just see how Minnesota Floppr fight back here.
58-27 in favor of Denver right now as Cornholio already on that P3 hill. Raiden trying to work his way around to get Cornholio out from under the plane. Sees him, takes him down. There we go. The hill's empty. Take out the trophy. Somebody step on that hill, please. Thank you very much. As Trademarks makes his way up into the plane, but gets taken down at the gate. Cornholio tossing a hello there. Doesn't connect. Sees hills, but oh man, from behind, somebody takes him down. Loki on the hill, holding it for Minnesota. 62-46 in favor of the surrender right now, as it is just trades left, right, and center on this P2 hill. We are getting ready to go to P3 as A-Dog working his, or for P3 going to P4, my mistake, as the underneath the plane is going dry. Loki on a 3 spree, 67-46, Minnesota on the hill.
Yeah, man, and we are here at P3 Minnesota Floppr. They keeping themselves close in this game. 50, like you just mentioned the score, but they got to make sure they hold down the line, and that is what they're doing. Two big kills go in their favor. Hills does find one on the trademarks, but the map control is favoring the Minnesota Floppr. Then it's Denver Surrender spawning back, but they're starting to push up on the hill. On this hill, players 7 and 5 will be the first line of offense to try to attack this hill, but Cornelio is behind a barrel, behind a heady, holding it down, but he cannot find Renzo, who finally breaks it in. Let's see if his team can spawn up and get there in time, but they cannot. 78 to 74. Rest of the scrap time should go in the favor of the Minnesota Floppr. This sprint to this next hill is going to be on, and Minnesota Floppr look like they're going to get there first.
As we go to this P5, 84-76 in favor of Minnesota. Nobody on the hill yet as it kicks off. Cornholio working his way around through the little tower that's set up there. Trademarks up on the A wing. Was that A?
Big three.
And there we go. Trademarks. Yep, that was the A wing because he just jumped off the B wing, coming under the plane. He's Raider. Trademarks on a 5 spree right now, taking him down. As Trademarks hops back up onto that A wing, working his way through and around the plane. Oh man.
Oh my God.
Got Renzo without even knowing it. 109.76 in favor of Minnesota.
Fire.
Loki is holding down the P5 hill. A-Dog trying to work his way around, but gets taken down by Trademarks. Renzo hops over. Hi, how you doing? Hops back up. Loki, nice hiding space right there. It looks like Minnesota's going to go ahead and take all of this hill time. I'm looking at this. Loki on a 10 and 10, Josh 16 and 11, and they're just doing, oh, hello, as we go to a fresh set of rotations. 135-82 in favor of the Floppr.
Yeah, man, that hill right there was just made all possible by the play of Trademarks. It was just being a nuisance in this plane, jumping out of the wing, going under, getting back all the kills, and it did not matter for the Denver Surrender. They did get the open in 20 seconds of this P1, but man, Minnesota Floppr, they are just breaking in the hill. They're starting to come into form. Their gunnies are starting to warm up. They are looking like they're trying to see that round two. They do not want to go to a search and destroy on Moscow. So they're starting to stretch their legs out here, getting a 150 to 90 lead. Denver Surrender going to have to fight with everything they got. Player one, Josh Funder's already thinking about next. He's thinking about the end game, trying to get his team spawning up to get to this P2. You can see player 7 spawning up all the way in the back by those towers. So that means the job by player 1 has been done. P2 has jumped off, and Denver Surrender has control, but the spawns are favoring Minnesota Floppr.
166-96 in favor of Minnesota. Cornelio on the hill right now for Minnesota, holding it down. He goes ahead, throws out. It sounded like a trophy got dropped, but not by him. Oh, a couple rounds go into the mill van. Loki working his way around, hops up on that back heady. Not seeing anybody. Either way. Oh man, there we go. Cornholio cleans out the hill. Minnesota back on there now. 195-96, a 100-point lead for the Minnesota Floppers. Cornholio gets taken down. In fact, that was a trade right there. As A-Dog gets taken down himself. Renzo smartly staying outside, watching the rest of this hill time go in favor of Minnesota. If he was smart, he'd go ahead, go over to this P3 as it kicks off right now. 210-96 in favor of the Floppr.
Yeah, man, he was holding that P3 spot, making sure he could try to keep them in the back when his P3 jumped off so his team could get control of this hill, but it did not work. The Minnesota Floppr gunnies are hot. They're trying to get into this hill, but kills are still favoring Denver Surrender. They still have fight left. 40 seconds is all Minnesota needs. They cannot win it here. The rotation they are thinking about next. They have to think about next, but they can't get as much hill time as they can on this P3. Denver Surrender spawning over here in the back, trying to make this sprint through the A Street or through Plain, trying to clear off these Minnesota Floppr as they're getting close to calling GGs for this series. 3 big kills, live the kill feed for Minnesota. Denver Surrender coming for their spawns, cannot figure out a way to slow down these Minnesota Floppers. This next hill's getting ready to jump off is in A Street, and the kills are starting to line up for Minnesota Floppr. Let's see which team's going to get there first.
230, 114 in favor of Floppr. Hills working his way over towards that A hill. Trophy going down, watching the back of the plane, taking down trademarks. Whips out the giant Maddie to get Loki out of the hill. It doesn't work. Loki's holding down the hill. 243, 244 with 5. Now with 4. Minnesota with 3. Artillery with 1. Give it to the Minnesota Floppr. 250 to 114. Minnesota now 5-0.
Yeah, man. I mean, that was a great, just rebound map for the Minnesota Floppr to go down to that close series for the